Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. We got the 1978 Yankees replay, second game of a three-game series between the Yankees and the Brewers. And to lead it off for the Yankees, playing center field is Rivers, batting second, playing left field is White, batting third, doing the catching is Munson, batting fourth, playing right field is Piniella, batting fifth, playing first base is Chambliss, batting sixth, doing the DH is Johnson, batting seventh, playing shortstop is Dent, batting eighth, playing third base is Staley, batting ninth, playing second base is Garcia, and on the mound, doing the pitching for the Yankees
Dave
is
RAUHSICH.
Dave RAUHSICH. Now let's take a look at the Milwaukee Brewers starting lineup. And to lead it off, that ain't the lineup. Okay, just a second. So, Jam, that whole lineup was messed up. Darn it. Mm. All right, so leading off is Robin Yount playing shortstop. Batting second, playing first base is Money. Batting third, playing third is Bando. Batting fourth, playing left field is Heisel. Batting fifth, playing right field is Lescano. Batting sixth, doing the DH is Davis. Batting seventh, playing center field is Wolford. Batting eighth, doing the catching is Moore. Batting ninth, playing second base is Sakata. And on the mound is Augustine. Let's get down here to Milwaukee and get this game started. And Mickey Rivers will lead it off for the Yankees, batting 259 with 6 homers and 29 RBIs. Augustine's making his 19th appearance. He's 8-10 with a 4.33 ERA. Here's the pitch to Mickey. And that's going to be against the lefty at 12 and a 9. That's going to be a ground ball down the third. Bando's got it. Fires over the first, and there's one down. Rory White comes to the plate now. He's batting 254 with 3 homers and 17 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Lescano, and that'll be a 2 up and 2 down. And Munson comes to the plate now, batting 281 with 5 homers and 43 RBIs. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. Munson's heating up here, folks. He had a nice game number 1 against the Brewers, and now you got Piniella up, batting 307 with 4 homers and 20 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Jerry strikes him out. Yankees 3-1. We get to the bottom of the first. Yankees nothing. Brewers coming to the plate with Yount, Money, and Bando. Yount's batting 223 with 4 homers and 26 RBIs. Dave, this is his second appearance of the year. He's 0-1 with a 5.14 ERA. Here's the pitch to Yount. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Dave strikes him out for out number 1. Money comes to the plate now, batting 188 with 8 homers and 25 RBI. And that's going to be a rare play, a 44 and a 41. And that is going to be hit down to out in front of the plate. And Munson's going to make a nice play on that. Fire down the first, and there's 2 down. And up to the plate now steps Sal Bando. And Bando is batting .250 on the year with 6 homers and 22 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out the white. And the Brewers go down 1-2-3. To the top of the second we go. Got Chambliss due up, followed by Johnson and Dent. Chris batting .240 on the year with 7 homers and 50 RBIs. That's a fly ball out to Larry and left for out number 1. And Cliff Johnson's up, batting .165 with 5 homers and 10 RBIs. And he gets a hold of this against the lefty. That'll be a base hit in the left field. So Johnson gets aboard here with a 1-out single. And Bucky Dent comes to the plate now. And Dent's batting .275 with a homer and 23 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball again out to Larry. Larry's busy today. 2 down now. And the Stanley's up. Can the chicken get something going here? Batting .230 with a homer and 7 RBIs. And nope, that's a ground ball down the second. And Lenny Sakata will go the short way over to second. Now to end the inning, the Yankees strand another one. We go to the bottom of the second. You got Heisel due up, followed by Lescano and Davis. Larry is batting .286. He's got 17 homers and 46 RBIs. That's going to be a ground ball down to Stanley. He fires over to first, and there's 1 down. Lescano comes up now. He's batting .277 with 9 homers and 34 RBIs. And that's going to be against the lefty. That's going to be a base hit in the left field. And the Brewers get their first base runner here with 1 out. And Dick Davis comes to the plate, batting .296 with 3 homers and 12 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. 45 and a 4. 45 and a 4. And most likely that's going to be a base hit. No, it might not be a 45. That's fielding column 1. And let's see here. He's not batting. That's going to be the old 3-6-3 double play. Nice job by Chambliss. 3-6-3 double play gets him out of the inning. And we go to the top of the third. Still nothing. You got Garcia due up, followed by Rivers and White. Garcia batting .275 with no homers and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Lenny. He fires over to Don Money, and there's 1 down. Moore comes to the plate. Rivers comes to the plate, rather. And Rivers is 0 for 1, grounded out his first time up. That's going to be a fly ball out the right field. And there's quickly 2 down here in the third. White comes to the plate now. And White's 0 for 1, flew out the right field his first time up. And that's going to be a comebacker. And Jerry's got it over to first. Yankees go down in order. To the bottom of the third we go. Got the bottom part of the order due up here for the Mariners. Wolford, Moore, and Sakata. And the Yankees are 55 and 27, batting .272 with a .327 on base percentage, slugging .416 with a .743 OPS. The Brewers are 43 and 38, batting .258 with a .322 on base percentage, slugging .398 with a .719 OPS. Here's the pitch to Jim. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Chambliss. He takes it himself for out number 1. Mr. Moore comes to the plate. And Charlie's batting .285 with no homers and 7 RBIs. And That's going to be a base hit. No, it's not. That's a nice play by Stanley. Fred down there dives, stops that ball from going through the hole, picks it up, and throws more out. Nice play by Fred Stanley down there. Took a base hit away. Lenny Sakata's up now. Lenny batting 177 with no homers and 3 RBIs. 2 down, nobody on. That's going to be a fly ball out to Piniella. And that'll end the inning. And we go to the top of the fourth. Still no score here in Milwaukee. You got the 3, 4, 5 hitters due up here for the Yankees. Munson, Piniella, and Chambliss. Thurman's 1 for 1 today. And the 35 against that. That's going to be a base hit. Munson is on a tear here, folks. He's on with a leadoff single. So Munson's down at first for Piniella. Can the Yankees get on the board first here? Pinella's 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a pop-up. Straight up the chute. Moore waits for it to come down, makes the catch. And there's 1 out. Now you got Chris Chambliss up. Chambliss is 0 for 1, flew out today. And that's going to be a 7 and an 8. And that's going to be a single in the left field. And the Yankees now have first and second and 1 out for Mr. Johnson, who singled his first time up. Can Cliff do it again here? Get the Yankees on the board. Here's the pitch to Heathcliff. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left field. Larry makes the catch. Now it's 2 down, and then it's up to Bucky Dent to deliver here. Can Bucky drive in the first run of the game? He's 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be another fly ball out the left field. Yankees strand 2. We're still tied 0-0 going into the bottom of the fourth with the top of the order due up here for the Brewers. Yount, Money, and Bando. Robbins 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a base hit. Lead off this inning. So Yount's aboard here. That brings up Money now. And Money is 0 for 1, grounded out his first time up. And that's going to be back-to-back hits. And all of a sudden, Dave's in a heap of trouble here. Back-to-back singles. And Sal Bando's up. Can he get the all-important double play here? First and second, nobody out. Bando's 0 for 1, flew out his first time up. And just what the doctor ordered, that ball is hit down the short. Over to first. And that'll be a 6-4-3 double play. Yount will get down the third. But now there's 2 down. And a runner in third. And Larry Heisel's up. Can Dave get out of this with nobody scoring? Larry is 0 for 1, grounded out his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Big strikeout for Dave. And the Brewers strand 1. The Yankees get out of first and second. Nobody out with nobody scoring. And it's still 0-0. So we go to the top of the fifth with Stanley, Garcia, and Rivers due up. Fred's 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a ground ball down to short. Yount's up with it, fires over to Money, and there's 1 down. Garcia comes to the plate now. He's 0 for 1. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Wolford in center field for 2 down. We're back to the top of the order and Mickey Rivers. And Mickey's 0 for 2 today, grounded out and flown out. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. And it's a 1-2-3 top of the fifth. To the bottom of the fifth we go. You got Lescano due up, followed by Davis and Wolford. Lescano singled his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball. Chambliss grabs it, calls off Dave, and there's 1 down. And now you got Dick Davis up. He's 0 for 1. He had into that 3-6-3 double plays last time up. That's going to be a ground ball down to Fred. No, that's a swing and a miss. He strikes him out. And that is his third strikeout of the game. And now Wolford's up. He's 0 for 1, grounded out his first time up. And that's back-to-back strikeouts. They got in a groove there. We get to the top of the sixth, still no score. You got White, Munson, and Piniella. You got the 2, 3, 4 hitters due up here. White 0 for 2. And that's a base on balls. The Yankees will take it. Got a runner on now. Go ahead, runs down at first with Thurman Munson, who is 2 for 2 today, folks. Can Thurman deliver here? And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. That'll be out number 1. Mella's up now, and they're going to do a little hit and run here. See if they can get the runner moving, get something going here. And it works to perfection, folks. That's a base hit in the center field. The runner will get down the third. We got first and third and 1 out. Chris Chambliss is at the plate. And they're going to play back for the double play. And guess what? Chris is he's 1 for 1. They're going to do another hit and run here. And that's going to be a hit and run. That's going to be a ball. And Piniella's off and running here. So that's going to be 27. He's off and running. Can he steal? 27, a 53 or lower. 53 or lower, he's safe. And he's in there with a stolen base. Gets rid of the double play. That's going to force the infield in. So now you got second and third with the infield in and Chambliss at the plate. And here's the pitch to Chris. And that's going to be a 29 and a 1. And that's going to be head down the first. I'm going to look the runners back. The runners will hold. So now there's 2 outs. Runner's still at second and third, and it's up to Heathcliff Johnson. Can he deliver here? He's 1 for 2. He singled and flew out. And that's going to be against the lefty. That's going to be a single. And that's going to score 1. And that's going to get the Yankees on the board here, folks. As Heathcliff delivers. And it is now a 1-0 Yankees lead. For first and third, and Bucky Dent up. Can Bucky Dent keep this going? He's 0 for 2 today. He has flown out to left twice. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. 44 and a 5 should be fielding column 1. And it is. And that's going to be a single. Runners advance. Nope, there's 2 outs. It's going to be an out. That's going to be a nice play by Bando. Sal makes the play, fires over to first. Now to end the inning. The Yankees get on the board. It's 1-0 New York. You got Moore due up, Lenny, and then Yount. And the bullpen is up and ready. You got Mr. Sparky Lau and Goose up. Charlie is 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a base hit. Wait a second. Against the lefty plus. Sean joins us here. How's it going? And Cards and Dice, Don joins us here. Nice to see y'all. So now let's see. He just pitched. So he gets the 5, 8, 12. And that's still a base hit for Moore. So still a base hit, a leadoff single by Moore. And now Lenny's up. Sakata is 0 for 1. He flew out his first time up. Can the Yankees get a double play here? And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. And they'll get the runner out at second, unable to turn two. That'll be a 6-4 put out. Now Lenny's down at first with 1 out. And Yount's up. And Yount's 1 for 2. He has struck out and singled. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Can Fred go around the horn here and get the double play? That is a 24 and a 4. And that is going to be fielding column 1. And nice job down there by Stanley. That's going to be the old 5-4-3 double play. And we go to the top of the 7th. It's still a 1-0 ball game. We got Stanley, Garcia, and Rivers due up here. And Stanley is 0 for 2. He has grounded out twice. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field. So Fred's aboard here with a leadoff single. We're going to do another hit and run here. Try to get the runners moving. The Yankees have had trouble scoring. And Garcia's 0 for 2. He is grounded out and flown out. And he gets a hold of this. Let's see, with the runner in motion, he should make it down 11. Yep, that's going to be first and third. The hit and run works to perfection. Again, the Yankees running all over the place here. Single in the right field, now first and third. Nobody out in the bottom part of the order here doing it for the Yankees. That's going to force the infield in. Mickey Rivers is up. Mickey is 0 for 3. And who are they going to get up to? They got a righty getting up in the bullpen. Yes. Randy Stein's going to get up in the bullpen here. You got some righties coming up here after White. This inning keeps going. So Rivers 0 for 3. Nobody out. Stanley at third. Garcia at first. Here's the pitch to Mick. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. A 63 though and a 5. That might not be. That's going to be fielding column 3. They might not turn 2 here. And that's going to be with the infield in. Even with the infield in, there only plays over to first and the runner scores. That'll be a 5-3 put out. And now there's 1 down, a runner down at second. So Mickey gets an RBI. He doubles your fun, doubles your pleasure, doubles the lead with double mint gum. Roy White's up. He's 0 for 2. He walked and came around the score in the 6th. And that's going to be a 7. That's going to be a base hit in the center field. Let's see if Garcia can score here. Wolford's got a good arm, not a great arm, but it's a darn good arm. And that's going to be a 45. 28, they're going to send him. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it, Don. Yeah, it's nice. Got it off of Amazon. Yeah, got it off of Amazon. So that's going to be a 28. And that'll be a 54 lower. Garcia safe. And they throw him out at the plate. So that's a single by White. And he gets thrown out trying to score. Nice play by Wolford to keep this a 2-run ball game. Now there's 2 outs and a runner at first. And White and Munson's up. Munson is 2 for 3. Can he do something here with 2 outs? That's going to be another base hit in the left field, and White will stop. Munson is on fire here in the last few games, folks. So first and second, and Lou Piniella, can he bust this game open? And truthfully, that's going to be it for Jerry. Should have took him out against White. Stein's going to come in. So Jerry, I said I was going to take him out once the righties came out and forgot. So Stein's going to come in here, try to get the last out with first and second. Get rid of the lefty. Forgot about that. So Randy's coming in the game. 2 down in a 2-0 ball game, first and second. This is Randy's 14th appearance. He's 1-1 with no saves and a 4.05 ERA. You got White down at second, Munson at first, Lou at the plate. Yeah, exactly. Don't blame you. Don't blame you. Yep, Sean, don't blame you. And now let's see if Lou's 1 for 3 with a stolen base in this game. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Stein comes in, does his job, keeps it a 2-0 lead. We go to the 7th inning stretch, 2-0 New York. And you got Money, Bando, and Heisel do up the 2-3-4 hitters here in the 7th. You see the Yankees 55-27, batting .272 with a .327 on base percentage, slugging .416 with a .743 OPS. Brewers 43-38, batting .258 with a .322 on base percentage, slugging .398 with a .719 OPS. And Dave's pitching a 4-hit shutout here, folks. I probably just jinxed his ass. And Money's up. He's 1 for 2 today with a single his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball out in front of the plate. Munson pops all over that one. Fires down the Chambliss, and there's 1 out. Bando's up now. Sal is 0 for 2. He grounded into that 6-4-3 double play back in the 4th. And that's going to be a base on balls. And the bullpen's already stirring, folks, as the tying run comes to the plate. And Larry Heisel. Larry is 0 for 2. He struck out his last time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out the Rivers for out number 2. And now you got Lescano up. And he's 1 for 2, singled and grounded out. And that's going to be a ground ball down the 3rd. And Fred's going to fire. Nope, that's a swing and a miss. Dave strikes him out. And that ends the 7th inning. We go to the top of the 8th in a 2-0 ball game. You got Chambliss due up, followed by Johnson and Dent. And Cliff might come out of the game. Reggie might come in for a pitch hitter here. Chambliss is 1 for 3. As Legend Sports Universe joins us here, check out his great channel. You doing anything today, Legends, buddy? Let's see if Legends is doing anything tonight or today. Chambliss 1 for 3 with a single. And that's going to be a fly ball out to left field. Larry makes the catch, and there's 1 down. And that's going to be it for Cliff. He did a damn good job. 2 for 3 with an RBI. Reggie's going to come in here with the righty on the mound and pitch hit and be the DH. So Reggie comes off the bench trying to add to this 2-0 lead. And Reggie's batting .312 on the year with 22 homers and 51 RBIs. And that's going to be a rare play, a 12 and a 40. Reggie's been getting a lot of these, and that's going to be a strike. Reggie looks at that one. Maybe just measuring up Randy, seeing what he's got today. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Larry Heisel. And there's 2 down. Oh, cool. Legends is going to do some football today. He's got Houston Oilers against the Falcons. That should be a damn good game. Should be a damn good game. So Jackson's out. Now it's Bucky Dent's up. And Bucky's 0 for 3. He's flown out twice and grounded out. And that's going to be a ground ball down the yount. That'll end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 2-0 New York. And it's going to, I don't have to do nothing about Reggie. It's going to let him stay in there. Good. You got Davis, Wolford, and Moore due up here in the bottom of the 8th. Davis is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And that's going to be a fly ball out to White in left field. And White makes the catch for out number 1. And Jim Wolford's up. He is 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. Pinella's got this one. And there's 2 down. And Dave is just cruising through this game. If you watched the earlier game, you would have thought this was Dave Righetti. Ron Guidry on the mound. Ron got beat up. I thought Dave was going to get beat up, but he comes in pitching a 4-hit shutout against these Brewers. Moore is 1 for 2. He singled his last time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And Dave's up to 6 strikeouts. That ends the 8th. We go to the top of the 9th in a 2-0 ball game. And you got the chicken due up. Stanley followed by Garcia. We might pitch hit for Garcia with Nettles. Let Nettles come in the game and play third. And Stanley move over to second. That's probably what we're going to do here. Stanley is 1 for 3. He has singled his last time up and came around the score. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Larry. Larry's been busy today. See how many putouts that is for Larry out there in left field. These Yankees have been pulling the ball. Just can't get it to drop out there. See how many putouts that is. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I thought so. 7. So that's going to be it for Garcia. Nettles will come in the game and play third. And Stanley will go over to second. Shore up the defense a little bit as Ken Castro joins us here. So where's Greg at here? Nettles. There's Greg. Come in and pitch it for Garcia and stay in the game and play third. So Nettles is batting .305 on the year with 17 homers and 56 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the yount. He fires over to Don at first, and there's 2 down. And we're back to the top of the order in Mickey Rivers. And Mickey is 0 for 4, but he grounded out to third, but drove in that run back in the 7th to make it a 2-run ball game. And that's going to be a ground ball back to Randy. Randy fires over to first, and that'll do it. We go to the bottom of the 9th with Dave pitching a shutout here. We got to put Nettles in the game and move Stanley over to second. So first we'll move Stutter and Fred Stanley. Move him over to second. And Nettles will come in and play third. And we're good to go. And let's see if Dave can get a complete game shutout here, folks. He's got Sakata due up and then back to the top of the order and Yount Money. Sakata is 0 for 2 today. And that's going to be, here we go. Nope, he doesn't. I thought thought he had the W. That's going to be a ground ball down the Nettles. The ball finds Nettles right away, and that'll be out number 1. Robin Yount's up now, 1 for 3. He is singled, struck out, and grounded out. And he gets a hold of this one, folks. Where's this one going to land? Can make this a 1-run ball game in a hurry, and he does. That ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is out of here. And so is Dave, as the Goose is coming in now. So Dave goes 8 1/3, gives up 5 hits and 1 run as Robin Yount hits the homer. And in comes the Goose. Call to the bullpen. Goose is going to come in and try to get his 22nd save, if I remember correctly. The Goose, if I remember correctly, also blew his last save, if I remember correctly. This is the Goose's 27th appearance. He's 1-2 with 21 saves on the year. Let's take a look. Like I say, I think he blew his last save. Yep. He gave up that homer to Texas. I thought he did. So let's see if the Goose can get the job done now. A 2-1 ball game. You got Money and Bando due up here against him. Don is 1 for 3. He is grounded out, singled. Here's the pitch to Money. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. And that's going to be an error on Nettles. We bring him in for his defense, and Nettles leaves us down. And now the go-ahead run comes to the plate, and Sal Bando, and the Goose is shaking his head. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, you always got these guys, didn't you? Yep. Yep, Yep. That's who you always got, legends. I agree. Now, Sal Bando's up. He's 0 for 2. He walked his last time up. He did ground into a 6-4-3 double play in the fourth. Can Goose get him to do it again? And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. And, of course, we just put Fred down there. And their only play is going to be over to first. So that'll be a 4-3 put out. But now the tying runs in scoring position here for Larry Heisel. And Larry is 0 for 3 today. He is grounded out, flown out, and struck out. Can Goose get the job done here? And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Nettles don't screw the pooch this time. Fires over to Chambliss, and the Yankees hold on to win this one 2-1. What a pitching performance by Dave. Gives up the one bad pitch, and Yount took advantage of it. Take a look here at the box score. Hell of a pitching matchup. Thought that's what was going to happen in game 1 of the series with the Gator and Mike Hodwell, but not to be. I thought Dave should have been player of the game, but they gave it to Cliff. That's fine. 2 for 3 with an RBI. So the Yankees only 2 runs on 10 hits. They're still having trouble scoring with 1 error. The Brewers 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors. Thurman Munson has been on fire, folks. He was 3 for 4 today. And you had Cliff Johnson 2 for 3 with an RBI. The Yankees were 2 for 8 with runners in scoring position. How about Lou Piniella getting a stolen base, legend? Ken, you like that? Oh, Lou on a botched hit and run gets a stolen base. Yankees left 8 men on base. Robin Yount 2 for 4 with the RBI homer. And the Brewers were 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position, left 3 men on base. How many double plays did they hit into? 3. Hit into 3 double plays. Dave goes to 1-1. What a pitching job. 8 1/3, 5 hits, 1 run, struck out 6, walked 1, and gave up a homer. Goose comes in and gets his 22nd save of the year, 2/3 of an inning. Jerry pitched a hell of a game, but couldn't get the job done. He falls to 8 and 11, 6 and 2/3, 10 hits, 2 runs, walked 1, struck out 1. And Randy Stein comes in 2 1/3 with 1 strikeout. Let's do the rest of the American League games here. And the first up will be the Mariners and Angels. And the Yankees got one more game before the All-Star break. This is a doubleheader. And the Angels take game 1, 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. Mariners 2 runs, 8 hits, and no errors. Don Baylor, look at that, 2 for 4 with 2 homers and 3 RBIs. What's going to happen here in game number 2? Can the Angels sweep, or will the Mariners come back and win game 2 and split this doubleheader? Excuse me. And the Angels winning a shutout and sweep the doubleheader. How about that? The Mariners throws a complete game, but gets the loss. Ain't that awful? The Angels 1 run, 5 hits, and 1 error. Baylor again was the man with the only RBI, so he had 4 out of the 7 RBIs. The Mariners, no runs, 5 hits, and no errors. And then you got the Blue Jays taking on the White Sox in Chicago. See what happens here in Comiskey Park. And the White Sox win a close one. Was it a walk-off? It sure was. The White Sox, I think, let's go back a day. I think the White Sox had a walk-off yesterday. Yes, they did. The White Sox 2 walk-off wins in a row, folks. Clutch. Chicago's turning into the clutch White Sox, man. The Chicago clutch. The White Sox 6 runs on 5 hits and 1 error. They very efficient. Only 5 hits and scored 6 runs. The Blue Jays out hit them, didn't outscore them. 5 runs and 6 hits with 1 error. Bob Baylor, 2 for 4. Blue Jays 2 for 5. Carte, Alt, and Varzell all had homers. Man, must have mostly been solo shots, huh? Crazy. They left 4 men on base. Let's see here. Gar was 2 for 3 with 4 RBIs in the day. You had Gar with a homer and Claudell Washington with a homer today. They was 2 for 7 with runners in scoring position. And only left 3 men on base. Jim Clancy gets a no decision. Crazy, wasn't it? Crazy. Crazy game. And now you got the Red Sox traveling to Cleveland, and it's a doubleheader. Can the Indians help the Yankees out here? Yankees won. See, this is Eckersley going up against Paxton. Let's see what happens here in game number 1 of this doubleheader. And the Red Sox beat up on the Indians. 11 runs, 14 hits. Let's see what the star is. Eckersley throws a complete game, his 7th of the year, and Fisk drives in 6 out of the 11 runs, 2 for 5 with 6 RBIs. Let Rice have a day off. Rice didn't have to do it all. The Indians 4 runs on 11 hits, just couldn't score. Game number 2. Let's see if the Indians can come back here and bounce back and split this, or will the Red Sox sweep and pick up a half a game on the Yankees? What? Sam Bone is inactive, injured, or okay. I gotta go in here and activate him, huh? Sam. Close this out. So Sam is inactive and needs to be active. That's the first time this year that the game hasn't taken care of it. So go to Boston. active here. Where's Sam at? He sure isn't. So we'll put him on the active list and go back and try this again. So game number 2, play, fast play. Probably shouldn't execute transactions, but we'll see what happens here. Might do it again. It might deactivate him. That's what it's doing. It's deactivating his ass. So we won't do transactions the next time here because I'm not going to keep doing this dumb shit. So we'll go back. We'll activate him and we won't do transactions. Yeah, that's the first time this year that's come up. I had it happen a few times in the 61 season I did, but it hasn't happened in 78. Transactions have been pretty darn good, right on. But this one sure isn't. So we'll activate Sam and we won't do the transactions this time when we play the game because for some reason it's deactivating. So we won't execute takeout off. And we're good to go now. And the Red Sox crush them again, man. The Red Sox are on a roll. 12 runs, 11. Look, Sam went off. Good thing he got in the lineup. Ain't that crazy? Sam went off. 12 runs, 11 hits and 1 error. The Indians 2 runs, 7 hits and 1 error. And like I said, it didn't want me to activate him. He was 2 for 4 with a homer and 4 RBIs. Let's take a look at what he did. That is crazy. The guy that didn't want to be activated does it, man. See here. Where is he at? Yeah, Sam I am green eggs and ham. He had a 3-run homer. They scored 8 runs in the third. He walked. Bases loaded RBI walk. Crazy. Who in the hell was pitching? Oh. Oh, Clyde. 3 and 4 goes 3 and 1/3, 4 hits, 9 runs, 6 of them earned, walked 5, and Hood come in and didn't do much better. Damn. So the Red Sox is going to pick up a half a game. Now you got the Orioles and Kansas City playing. Like I say, these both teams are surprising. They're both under 500. Orioles was a 90-win team, and Kansas City was close to 90 wins. We'll execute transactions for these guys just in case. And the Orioles win 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors. Kansas City 3 runs and 7 hits. Kansas City's on a losing streak, folks. Now you got the Twins taking on the A's in Oakland, trying to get back in the first place. They're behind the White Sox, if I remember correctly. I think the White Sox are a half a game ahead of them. And the White Sox won a close one again. And what's this star for? A grand slam by Cubbage. His first of the year. The Twins 8 runs on 13 hits and no errors. The A's 4 runs, 8 hits and 1 error. And the last game in the American League is the Tigers and the Rangers. Got old man Doyle Alexander going for the Rangers. Can he get the job done? I always like Doyle Alexander. And yes, he does. Rangers 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors. Tigers 4 runs, 9 hits, out hit him, but couldn't outscore him with no errors. Take a look here at the standings and leaderboard. And the Red Sox have gotten the Yankees lead down to 6.5 with that sweep of that doubleheader. They're on a 4-game winning streak. The Tigers are now 9 games back. The Brewers are 12.5. Orioles 17.5, along with the Jays, and the Indians 22.5 games back. And out west, the White Sox hold on to that half-a-game lead over the Twins. Rangers are now 2.5 games back. The Angels 5. The Angels are on a 5-game winning streak, and like I say, Kansas City is on a 4-game losing streak. Are now 3 games under 500 again. A's are 7.5 games back, and the Mariners 20. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, yeah, that was a great trade by the Braves. They got old John Smoltz out of that trade. Jim Rice is leading the American League in everything. Batting average 252, homers 27, and RBIs 85. And John Matlack is leading the American League with a 1.83 ERA. Ed Figueroa 13 wins. And you just seen the Goose pick up his 22nd save of the year. Jim Rice is leading in the MVP voting, and Ed Figueroa leading in the Cy Young. Let's look at the final game of the series and the final game before the All-Star break for the Yankees. See who's pitching. I'm pretty sure the 10th. Yep, the 10th is the All-Star break. Want to make sure. So you got Dungullet going up against Bill Travers. Should be a decent pitching matchup there again. Let's see what happens in this. The Brewers sending 3 lefties against the Yankees in this series. Yeah. I want to thank World's Worst Gamer, Legend Sports Universe. Check out his channel. Ken Castro, Cards and Dice Don. I believe that was everybody for stopping in today. If you haven't already and you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell and like button on your way out. Helps the channel out and don't cost a dime. Till next time, you all have a great day and take care.